What is going on? We're in the kitchen. I am going to show you the Minnesotan way to clean bluegills and crappies. This is a technique that whenever I've shown anybody it, they've looked at me and been like, what in the world have I been doing it the other way for? So to get there, we're going to start at the beginning. The very beginning, that was a couple days ago when we started on this mission to catch some fish. Motherfucker. Got off. Alright, we are hooked up with a crappie in here. Oh yeah! That's another nice one. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, they're biting in here! We are in an undisclosed location here in Woodbury, catching some slabs. Well, we just walked out here onto the Croix. Let's see if you can see what I got going on. You can. We're down here on the Croix here in Prescott. Just doing a little bit of scouting, seeing if we can't find some fishies that want to cooperate. Just popped our first hole. We're gonna see what we got going on here. It's only 13 feet. Alright, so we're jigging in 32 foot of water right here. Just was having a couple of marks. Let's see if we can't get them to come back. Pretty much fishing for walleyes or crappies. Well, the first time I've been out here in Prescott on the Croix through the ice, it was a long walk to where I wanted to be. Hopefully it pays off. I didn't even bring a shack or anything. We're just winging it and gonna freeze out here for a little bit, see what happens. We got plans to head up and do some sturgeon fishing later this afternoon, so I was gonna sort of stay maneuverable and just pop around out here. If this doesn't pan off, I'm gonna walk over to a sort of a 30-foot hole that I was looking at. Pretty much on the opposite direction of where I just walked, but we'll see. I'd like to find a place that holds some fish. Getting some marks higher up in the water column. What is going on? Welcome back. I just hopped in the truck here. I got the dog loaded up. We got our coat on. We're heading over to a local lake. We are gonna just do a little bit of jigging. It's 2 degrees out, so we're just gonna throw the shack up, see if we can't catch some crappies and some bluegills. We got a couple hours to kill. Stay tuned. What is going on? Welcome back. We're set up here just on a local lake, jigging for some bluegills this afternoon and some crappies. We already popped a couple just to make sure we're in the right spot. We're in about 6.3 feet of water, and I'm just using a white tungsten jig tipped with waxies. Got the St. Croix, what is this here? Legend Black with the ultralight tip on there. That seems to be what's doing good. In my second hole, I've got a bobber with a fathead down there to see if we can't get a jumbo one or something. But I haven't had much action on that. It sort of seems like jigging and then holding steady, waiting for a real light bite. That's the ticket. This one's a little bit smaller than what we've been getting. That guy's definitely going back, but we do have a couple of nice ones over there already. We're gonna fish this for a while and see what happens. I'll leave you guys rolling in case we get a good one. The pup's sleeping and we got the heater on. It's not too bad in here. It's -2 out right now, but in here it's probably 30. there's quite a few people fishing out here. This is right in town, as I said, and it's got an aerator down at the other end. That's why it's so shallow and not freezing out. Trying to pay attention here. There's just a ton of marks down there right now. You just sort of got to sort through them and see which ones are gonna bite. There's one on my bait right now. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit nicer. Oh, don't get wrapped in my transducer. Oh yeah, that's a nice gill right there. That's a real nice one. You know, it's a perfect gill to eat there. We're keeping a few this afternoon for a fish fry, so that guy will go on the ice too. I'd like to get some more crappies. That would be exciting, but you know, been doing a lot of sturgeon fishing and exploring out on the river, so that's been pretty slow, so it's just good to get in here and at least feel the tug. She insisted we come out and see what's going on. What do you need to do, Scout? There's another nice one. This one, oh yeah, that's another real nice one. And these things are just stacked down there. Alright, so we got our haul here. We ended up catching a decent amount of fish for the short little time we were out there exploring that new body of water. It was a local lake here right in Hastings. It's got an aerator in it, so it's super shallow. These came out of 6 foot of water, which was sort of surprising. But this is a pretty decent crappie here. Not huge, but definitely a good one to eat, and some decent bluegills. So we'll start with the big one here. I'll show you how to do it the way you're looking at it now, and then I'll bring you guys in closer. This is the way I've always done it. This is the way my grandpa showed me how to do it, and you can clean some pretty small bluegills with it. We grew up fishing bluegills, so we grew up eating bluegills. So you make your first cut right behind the gill plate here, all the way down to the spine, and then you're gonna follow the spine along the back. I use a short Rapala 6-inch knife, and then right when you get to the start of the bottom fin, the knife is going to go all the way through, and you're going to follow the tail section down, and the trick is don't cut it all the way through. Leave it attached here, and you'll see why later. And then after that, you pretty much just follow it along, leaving all the bones on the carcass. You get to the rib cage there, you go up and over the rib cage, and you just follow it right along there until you're down to the belly, and then just right up the belly. Now that that's attached still, I cut it just a little bit more so it lays flat. Then you can use this as sort of a handle. I might have to go with a bigger knife and skin it right off. And then you've got a perfectly boneless fillet of fish. I'll put that off to the side there. And the other way that people do it, this is the way that I don't like to do it. Let's see if I can even do it. So they go right through, they go down, and they cut. See, I don't even think I can do it. No, we can do it. They cut through the ribs, sorta. This is why I don't like to do it this way. Leaving the ribs on the fish. Then you gotta sit here and try and fillet off ribs. It's not a technique that I'm familiar with, so I'm probably going to do a poor job. But I've seen a lot of guys go from doing this to that other way after I've showed them. It's a lot faster when you got a bucket of fish. So I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer and show you that technique again. Well, it's not the biggest pile of meat, but it's definitely enough for a good fish fry just for myself. Well worth the effort here on a cold Sunday afternoon. I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking it out, seeing how I clean bluegills, watching me catch them. I appreciate all the subscriptions and the comments. There's going to be a whole lot more content coming out real soon, so hang with me. Thanks for watching, guys.